Hi, good morning. Good morning if you're in the eastern part of the United States. Hello, and bon venue, and all that kind of stuff to whoever is wherever they are. So now I've taken this song and developed it from those initial lyrics. Remember, on the first lesson we did chord progressions, then I started putting those chord progressions into action, uh, made the chords a little stronger by adding things like major sevenths, minor sevenths, etc. Then I started freestyling over those chords. Came out with a whole bunch of gibberish, which sounded like I was like speaking in tongues or something. Um, because it's a good idea to do that. That's how I work. And usually from that kind of initial rubbish that comes out of my mouth, I glean something that I can use lyrically. As it happens in that particular example, I didn't really get anything to kind of grab me. But just quickly, you remember that the first version of the song was like this. She steps out of the sun with her hair like fire. Had to close my eyes as the flames grew higher. Burnt her way real deep into my shop. Burnt her way real deep into my soul. But she's cold as ice when the night time comes. Should I roll the dice or should I stay or run? Gamble everything or lose it all on just one throw. And the chorus, and she tells me it's okay, and she says she's going to stay. Then she comes at me like a bullet from the stolen gun. When I look into her eyes, I can see her heart has died, and I wonder who she was before it all went wrong, back in the empire of the raging sun. Okay, so that was my first draft, if you like. So I was looking at it, and I didn't really like this first line. She steps out of the sun with her hair like fire. Kind of like, it just reminded me of someone stepping out of a fire with their hair on fire. So that's the first thing that had to go. I don't. Maybe that was something unconscious because I'm married to a red-headed woman, and so that's maybe where that came from. So that I changed that line, and let me show you what I changed it to. And then when I changed that line, it all kind of opened up, and it became a lot more poetic and a lot more congruent and sincere. So now I've got, she steps out of the sun with her eyes like fire, burns into my soul as the flames grow higher. By this time it's 100 in the shade. But she's cold as hell when the evening comes. As emotions melt and they start to run, she evaporates with the fading day. Now the more observant amongst you will have noticed I've used cold as hell. Now usually you would say hot as hell. And being a Catholic, I know all about hot hell. Never. I haven't actually been there yet, but it's on the cards. But I like it. Maybe it's an English expression. Like we will often say, oh, it's as cold as hell. Or oh, I'm as tired as hell, or something like that. So we'll use hell in that kind of context. And I really like lyrics. David Bowie does this a lot. He'll just take something that you think is going to be totally predictable, and he won't. He'll turn it around. So thanks, Dave. That's where I got that from. Not literally, but I just really like that cold as hell. So chorus is pretty much the same in as much as it's exactly the freaking same. Because I like that, but I might go back and tinkle with it, because I like a tinkle. So, second verse, which didn't exist a few hours ago. Come the morning time and she's back again. I can feel her light burning through my skin, to my heart with the heat of a million suns. But she's cold as hell when the night comes round. Frigid heart breaks in two, crashes to the ground. Nothing left but her breath and the frozen tears, and her frozen tears. This line I really like. Nothing left but her breath and the frozen tears. So you've got that rhyme there. Left and breath, which I think is rather smashing. Again, chorus is exactly the same. Alright, so let me... sometimes you come up with lyrics which really work well, and I've got to stop saying the word really, because I've noticed I say it a lot when I'm playing these videos back. But works well, but doesn't sing particularly well. And that's a problem that a lot of songwriters have. You can have a great idea for a song, for a lyric, but the syllables don't fit, or it just doesn't seem right for some reason. So writing lyrics is a lot harder than what people think. It's different than writing poetry, because you have more constraints. You either have to make the lyric match the melody line you've got, or the melody line match the lyric. So it's in my opinion, it's a little harder than writing poetry. All right, so let's see how this baby sings. Here we go.
Steps out of the sun with her eyes like fire, burns into my soul as the flames grow higher. By this time it's 100 in the shade. She's cold as hell when the evening comes, as emotions melt and they start to run. She evaporates with the fading day, and she tells me it's okay, and she says she's gonna stay. Then she comes at me like a bullet from a stolen gun. And when I look into her eyes, I can see her heart has died. And I wonder who she was before it all went wrong. Back in the empire of the raging sun.
Maybe have a little string part here.
Come the morning time and she's back again. I can feel her light burning through my skin, to my heart with the heat of a million suns. But she's cold as hell when the night time comes. Frigid heart breaks into, crashes to the ground. Nothing left but her breath and her frozen tears. And she tells me it's okay, and she says she's gonna stay. Then she comes at me like a bullet from a stolen gun. All together now. And when I look into her eyes, I can see her heart has died. And I wonder who she was before it all went wrong. Back in the empire of the raging sun.
So there we have it. Just taking it a little bit further, develop the lyrics. I think it's a lot better. It's a lot more poetic. Starting to mean something now. I sang some of it wrong, as I invariably do, because I'm stupid. And that's pretty much it. So just want to give you a quick update on how this is coming along. Next thing I'm going to do is do the bridge. I have no idea where it's going to go lyrically or musically. Sometimes I like to make the bridge, do all kinds of things with it, maybe take it a half step up in pitch, maybe change the actual meter or the tempo. Who knows what I'm going to do with that. But when I've got it done, hopefully maybe in a couple of days, maybe by tomorrow, I'll put it up. And then eventually when the song is all done, I mean this is just me singing live with the GarageBand, I'm going to record it in Logic, and put effects on it and everything like that. So hopefully by the time we finish, and drum fills and everything like that, by the time we finish, it should It should sound like a proper song, which would be great and smashing and groovy. Alright, so that's it. Mick Walsh, www.songcritiqueusa.com for all your A&R or your song critique needs. Thank you very much, and I shall speak to you very soon. Bye for now.